Well, good morning guys. You joined me bright and early. Look where we are. Who recognises that out there? We're back at St John's. We made the old grinding drive and got down late last night after work. Here's the middle rod. I just wanged that out there now. All the rods went out in the dark last night. I only fished 2 rods. We're in a good moon phase. We're in a warm southwesterly wind. It's super warm for the time of the year, and we're back. Nothing much changed since I last got here, apart from there's a lot more leaves on the floor and the trees are a lot bolder. Place is still fishing rock hard. Spoke to about 8 guys, no one's had nothing for days. There's 4 guys in a row, they're all here together, and none of them have had a bite in the last 3 nights. So yeah, it's not looking too promising. But we're here and there's always a chance. Plenty of big and steel to go at, and this place can just switch on at any time. So we're currently just wound the rods in. We're about 8:45 in the morning, and I just put that back out there on a zig, and I've got this one here. This is ready to go out on the zig. I'll just show you, see if the camera can pick it up. 1 second. We've got this little beauty here. See if we can get a bit of a focus on that. That's going out. That's the second one. Little black and white zig. Tiny little size 8 hook. And I'm going to put that out there 7 1/4. 7 1/4 foot that is, not 7 1/4 wraps. Yeah, so we're going to fish 6 for today. And if you're wondering, you don't often hear me say that, do you? Yeah, because I don't often fish sigs. Sorry, camera's playing up a bit there, guys. So yeah, we're going to fish sigs up until about 1 o'clock this afternoon. I put a bit of bait in last night, got here, probably put 18 spoms out over the 2 rod area. Got a long area going right out there somewhere. I'm going to drop for this afternoon, I'm going to put a bit of bait in, and we're going to drop one about here, about 10.5 wraps. So we've got all our 3 spots covered, no more smashing the place up or nothing. We're going to drop a little bit more bait in this afternoon, put some fresh rigs out, and change back off the zigs. But for now, we've got 5 hours on the zigs, and hopefully that will bring us a bite. So yeah, for now I'm going to whack a croissant on and get a cup of tea going, and we'll catch up hopefully when I have a 40 pounder on one of these zigs. Well, just about to put some grub on, and look at that for a croissant. That's a bit special, isn't it? The size of it. They're the Tesco's finest all butter ones. Definitely worth a try, guys. A little bit more money, but bigger croissants, and the taste, well, unbelievable. Well, that's thrown a spanner in the works. Peg 1 looks like they're leaving. So peg 1 from here, guys, is dead centre camera. Watch my little finger. Patrolling that far margin across there. It's just shouted just off the side of the wind there. It's right on the road bank, so it'll be a little bit noisier, but it is a good peg. Fish seem to just stay in there. Decision time, I think. The traps are still set from earlier. Both rods fishing zigs, just over 7 foot. Got one on a black and white, one on a brown and red. But it's looking good out there. I've seen 1 show since I've been here, and that's been over my rods. So it's going to be a tough decision. I think what I'm going to have to do is actually just grab a bucket and walk round there, see what the situation is, and just see how carpy it looks when I'm round there. Because when I get there, it might just be cold, and it's right on the end of the wind and windy, and just not feel very carpy at all. As we're here, I think there's a good chance of an afternoon bite. It's just one of them ones. Just looking for that first bite, really. Got here late last night, so I've only been here sort of best part of 17 hours. Don't expect anything through the night here really on St John's. Found it's mainly day bites here this time of year. So I'm sure that will change as we head through the weeks, and maybe it'll turn back to night bites at some point. So traps are still ready to ping off. Not a lot else I can do really. It's brightening up a little bit. It's looking carpy as hell. It's looking absolutely perfect. Good moon phase, warm winds, warm temperatures. The water's come up a degree or so. Everything's looking spot on. We've had shed loads of rain, so the lake's got a little bit deeper. I'd say probably 8 inches deeper since I was last here. That's how much rain we've had since I've been here last. But yeah, they definitely dropped the bivvy. Right, it's time to get round there with a bucket and try and make the most of a bad opportunity, really. Traps reset, new peg. I've moved a couple of pegs up, well 3 pegs up to be precise. I've left the bivvy in that setup, but I thought I'd come down here for a little hour. I've seen about 4 or 5 shows. Not too sure if I'm going to move properly yet, but I'll find out over the next hour. I just wanged these 2 rods out with small bags on showing fish pretty much, and it turns out the fish want to be more on the end of this, well, November in a couple of days, but it's a very, very warm southwesterly wind. And the pressure's right, everything's right, so you know, we're looking good for a bite. I've seen a couple of good mirrors come out there, definite 30-pounders, so it'd be nice to get a bite in general, and then we'll go from there and re-evaluate the situation. So I've got nothing really with me. I'm sitting on a bucket, just a retainer, a mat and a net. So I'm just going to sit it out. I'm not going to touch them now. Both went out first time. Before I chuck the bags out though, I just come down with my other rod and just clipped up at 19 and just checked that it was relatively clear out there. There's a little bit of low-lying debris on one of the spots, but nothing to worry about too much. You can see the wind's just trickling up this end beautifully, and the carp seem to be enjoying it. So I'm just going to keep an eye out now. I can still see my same spot that I was fishing up there. Just play it by ear from now, and we'll catch up soon. It's that time of night again, guys. Spom Central. Everyone's going at it like maniacs. I suppose it is a good moon phase. The fish should be having a good tosh up. See our mate is just dragging one in across there, look. Gulls are having a field day. Yeah, reason for no update since this morning is because we're in a new peg. I end up moving everything and moving about, well, 5 pegs down, I think. Might be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pegs down. Seen a few fish milling about out here, a couple of big ones as well. So I wasted no time, got a bucket on it and got on my toes. That's all you can really do at the end of the day, innit? Try and be on them. Right now, currently still fishing only 2 rods, but both them rods went out perfect. Bang on the money. First time, got them about 6 foot apart, them 2, fishing them close together. The left hand rod, which is there, which I'm going to tuck out now because it's actually going to be dark in the next 20 minutes. Oh, big bosh. Look, here comes another spom. So yeah, we're going to get this left rod out now because I've just seen a big one come out, and that my rod will probably be 15 yards from that. So we'll have plenty of time to have updates tomorrow, and we'll have a talk over a bit of morning grub. But for now, it's getting misty, it's starting to spit again. Got to get this third trap set. This is it now, witching hour. Third rod went out, got it bang on the money. All them rods are 6 foot apart exactly, pretty much. A lot tighter than I'd usually fish them. I'd usually fish them on different spots or whatnot. Another one just showed out there. But the move looks like it's going to pay off. It's took me a couple of hours to move today, and I've done it all in the rain. I'm absolutely drenched. I haven't eaten since that croissant this morning, so my belly is gargling. Do you know what though? I really do think it's going to pay off, and I think there's a good chance of getting one of the big girls. So we've got 2 full days now of bite time. Bite times got a bit earlier because the hours of the day have changed now, so the clocks have gone forward or backwards, one of the two. Either way, it gets darker an hour earlier, so yeah, creeping in proper. It's only like 5 o'clock and look, it's going to be dark in the next 15 minutes. I'm happy with how all the rod's gone out, and hopefully this move, me busting my bollocks in the pissing rain, is going to pay off one time. What do you reckon, people? Right now, without seeing any further footage, look at the rods. They went out 100% out of 100%. Like, couldn't do it more perfect. What do you guys think is going to happen by 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon? Do you think there's a big gal in it? Do you think there's a 40-pounder on the cards? God, get myself excited here. Be nice if there was, wouldn't it? Make it all well worth it. And it's been a long old drive down here. I got down here yesterday in the dark, and you know, like some clown bloody spodding out in the dark. And you know, we're here now. We're on fish. In fact, there's fish on all 3 rods in the general area of the lake. Anyway, not like bang on me, but I've put in what, 12 spods over 3 rods. I don't know if one shows, roughly about 4 apiece. And we'll play it by ear from there. If I need to put any more in, I will. But for now, that's definitely all it's getting. The people are still pulling off. Literally, I can't believe how light it looks on the camera. It's almost dark. You can barely see the other bank. But I'm giving you a bit of extra time, a bit of extra footage. This is St John's at its finest. Good moon phase, good winds, lovely and warm. Nearly at the beginning of November. It's time for one more of them big girls to come out, I reckon. Right, I'm going to toast in. I've got a lovely garlic bread, you know, one of them little garlic bread pate things, and I'm going to smother it in cheese and absolutely scoff my face. So we'll catch up in the night, hopefully with a carp. Although it's low night action, with the moon as it is tonight, we stand a small glimmer of hope. If not, I should imagine it'll be in between 12 and 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. See you then. Yeah, this is what I mean about the garlic bread. There's the picture of it. Not your average. Ah, that's it, flatbread. Serves 4. Piss off. Serves 1 at best, maybe 2. So look, we're going to flip this baby over. I'm going to give this 60 seconds. This ain't dinner, by the way, guys. This is a mere snack. Dinner's coming later. Alright, 8 o'clock time, dinner. Coil of rain's just started to come down. Fish are still boshing. It's looking good outside. And in here is looking even better. Look, it stinks of garlic. Who loves cheesy garlic bread? Got to be an all-time favourite, isn't it? That's crisped it up nicely. And then look, I've got loads of this grated cheese. Bought cheddar this time instead of mozzarella. Let's turn that right down now. I'm going to finish it on this side now. And I'm not messing about. I'm starving. My belly is going mental. Heart attack, here you come, I reckon. I've got an all out. Look at that, man. Right, I better go easy. Because, yeah, I don't want to get too over the top. Oh, bugger it. Let's get a bit more on there. You only live once, don't you guys, eh? There we go. And look at that now. Woo! That's going to be dripping with cheese. Right, we're going to let this... Oh, I've got it up too high. Look. I'm going to risk burning it. That's it, tiny flame. Cook it slowly. This is how I cook it, just in a frying pan like this. For about 10 minutes, just on the lowest heat possible. Keep tossing and turning it. I won't turn it again now I put the cheese on it, obviously. I'll just let that melt on. And, yeah. Bob's your uncle. And away we go. Hello, hello, hello. Can you see me? I can see you guys just about. I've got some serious poor lighting going on. So this just happened, absolute melting one toner. Got a cracking mirror, just under £29, 28.11 I think it was. Let's get her up so you can just make her out. Absolute unit, absolutely loving life. Proper beast mode. Stripped about 30 yards on the take before I could get to the rod, and about another 30 yards once I picked the rod up. See, it's got a real distinctive spot on this side there. Probably a well-known fish, or definitely will have recent pictures of some sort, I should imagine. Absolute brute of a carp. The move paid off big time. Like I say, it's only 10:15 as well. Still haven't had time to get my munch on yet. So I'm going to slip this one back, stick the kettle on, and have a little celebration bite to eat. See you in a bit. Good evening again. Right guys, unbelievably, I was just returning that mirror that we just shot, and it's just turned into complete carnage. I've just got an absolute beast of a common which I got here. As I was landing it and doing up the retainer, the other rod's just gone into complete meltdown mode. I'm scrambling because I've got broken zips on this sling, and I'm scrambling. I'm just watching the rod go, boom, just melting away. And this has got, well, I'm looking at it, this is I reckon this is a 30-pound common. Right, let's get a weight. Absolute tank of a fish, this one. Always check their pecs first, especially in the dark. We all make mistakes from time to time, so it's good always to double check there. Let me just give her a quick weigh and I'll be back. Oh, head torch. Just over 33 pounds. Bosh! Come on! Move paid off big time. Just had that 29 pounder, or just under 29. And now, wow, what an absolute beautiful fish. This is an absolute unit of a common. It's only 10:30, so when did I last speak to you? 10:10 with that fish. Unbelievable. Oh my God. What an absolute stunning fish. Oh, she looks amazing. Perfect mouth, perfect fins, perfect body, perfect proportion. In other words, it's a perfect common. Let's get her up. Oh, 33 pound of her. Yes. Check that, guys. Oh, having a bit of a... This is an absolute beast of a common. I'm going to struggle to fit her in the frame. She's quite a long fish. Oh, hold on. Keep low to the mat. Come on, get up. Oh, nearly knocked me out there. What an absolute tank. She looks quite pale on there. Obviously my lighting's not great, but we're going to make the most of it. There's no way you'd ever retain a fish at this time of night. Oh, let's see if we can get her up. Check her out. 33 pounds. It's hard to appreciate the true size of this fish. She's an absolute beast. The shoulders on it, it's hard to see because you've got shadowing going on and everything. This is an absolute tank. Oh, you absolute beaut. Sunburned blackhead. So this one just basks in the weed beds here. Absolute tank. Wow. Absolute beast. I love fish like this. I really wish I had it in daylight to show you. It's so black and goldy chestnut. The lighting's not doing it no justice. It's making it look pale and white, and really it's not. It's absolutely stunning. Let me just flip around, have one more quick look, see if we can get a better bit of lighting, a little bit more water. You wouldn't believe how warm it is. Right, it's the 1st of November tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow, or the day after. I think it is tomorrow. And it's 14 degrees. Unbelievable. Let's get this tank up one more time. Come on, baby. We're going to get you slipped back. Look at that. Bosh. 33 pound common. Lovely times. Time to get her back, and we're going to get the next one out. I think she's even bigger. See you in a minute. Right, we're back again. Right, I'll eat my hat. This fish ain't over 30 pounds. Feels heavy, feels similar size, just by roughly guesstimating, as that common at 33. Let's have a look at her. They seem to grow on you every time you look at them. They grow on you, don't they? Let's have a look. Wow, absolute beauty. Another jet black head. Yeah, we're going to get away quickly. It's definitely over 30 pounds. I don't think it's massively over 30, but you never know with these mirror carp, do you? Right, let's get a weight. Make sure the scales are all good. Yep, we're good. Oh my god! Over 30. What do I know, eh? What do I know? Let's have another go at it. No, just under 36. Settled at just under 36. Oh, an absolute tank. It looks similar size to the common. They almost look identical in size. Ah, there we go, yeah. She's a lot thicker. Come on, baby, come on. Yeah, she's an absolute breeze block. That's where she's got it all in her shoulders. Jesus, she must be, she's 10 inches wide, maybe 12 inches wide. That's where she's carrying all that weight. Guys, what a super session here. November tomorrow, you know. Bang on it. Loving life down at St John's. Man, put the saddle on this. Absolute amazing looking carp. Just built like an absolute breeze block. Not fat like the first 29 I had. Oh, this one is just an absolute tank. Come on, baby. Come on. Look at her tensing up. This one is an absolute breeze block, believe me. Ooh. I'm gonna just put her back down a minute. Let her settle down. Get a touch more water on her. Wow, what a thick set carp. Just admiring her jet black head. Oh, lovely times. This fish is really packed on the pounds. I'll say this fish is, so I'll go ahead and say this is a male, muscle packed male. That's why he's so heavy. Remember, this lighting ain't gonna do these fish no justice. And there you go, look. Tad under 36 pounds. Take note, I'm doing all this by self takes, all in the dark, guys. Alright. Whoa! She's come up nicely. Let me get up one more time without my head torch on. I keep forgetting to put it on. And this one, absolute beast mode of me. So this is the one where I said I just had to watch my rod arched over with my head torch on, literally one toning like a nutter. Let's get her up one more time. There she is. Let's get back a touch. 35. I'll say 35. 13 or 35. 11. Either way, she's over mid-30. Bosh. Quality. Right, we're going to get her back. Just one more round. Because she's such a unit. Look at that. Look at it. Look how thick she is. Can you see the shoulders on it? You can't truly appreciate the size of this absolute beast. Right. Right. That's her telling me, get me back, G. Right, I've still got only one rod in the water. We're going to get her back and see to them 2 rods and settle down for a bit of late night grub. See you in a bit. Check that, sizzling away nicely. Woo! I'm absolutely starving. Let's actually check the time. Time is 20 to 1 in the morning. Can you believe it? All the 3 rods are back out. Reset them all in the end. All went out first time perfectly. Put about another 15 to 20 spoms back out over the top. I'm only half filling the spom, I don't want too much of a crash. And the good thing about spotting in the dark, they don't really know you're there. So it saves me putting bait in tomorrow. Let's turn these bad boys. Oh, the jumbo king prawns. I've actually got the jumbos, not just the king ones, the jumbos. Bit of Vietnam's finest. I don't mind the old Vietnam king prawns. They all taste the same when they're cooked. And we've got a bit of ribeye, look. Finally a bit of ribeye. It's been a while since I've had the old ribeye. And we're going to finish that off with some beef noodles. Oh no, we've got chicken noodles. I want some mushrooms here. I'm an absolute madman. 1:45. What's going on? It's, yeah. It's a hard old life, this carp fishing malarkey, innit? Gonna put a bit of salt and pepper on that. You know me, salt and pepper on everything these days now, bring it. But even pepper the little prawns, bosh! I've been looking forward to this and I just kept getting bite after bite, not that I'm complaining. Loving life, living the dream right now. Right, they're all sauteed up. Oh, I can't wait to get in that ribeye. I ain't had ribeye for a little while now. So basically the plan of the attack is eat this by 1 o'clock in the morning and then mellow out. I've got no reason to be up tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday morning and that's laying day, innit? Been grafting away lately like some nutter. So we're going to get the king prawn steak, mushrooms, noodles. Oh, and I've got some coleslaw as well. We're going all out tonight. We're celebrating brace of 30s. If you can't celebrate a brace of 30s with a steak, what sort of carp angler are you, eh? Nice ribeye. Hopefully there'll be another bite in it. Got another night to go after tonight. Not leaving until Sunday afternoon, probably 2 o'clock time. So happy days. Right, I'm going to keep tending to this and churning it up. And I'm going to get a fat night's sleep. I'm not even going to get out of my bed till 10 in the morning. No reason to. Got all the traps reset, got all the bait done. And I've had a brace of 30s. I've got nothing to get up for anymore. Right, catch you guys in the morning. Good morning, Oxford. Lovely bit of weather. Come on, keep it coming. It's due to stop in about an hour's time and it will dry up for the rest of the session, thank God. Do you know what though? It's so warm. It's still 13 degrees. The lowest point last night was 13. Real easy conditions to fish in. See our mate is spodding out, the gulls are at him, look. Flying rats are back at it. Yeah, so nothing else last night. I lost one this morning. About an hour and a half ago I lost one. I thought I'm going to lay in bed till about 9. Nothing to really get up for. Traps were still set. Lost one. And then as I was playing that one, the right hand rod went absolutely berserk. Hold on. Phone call. Let me move this. There we go. The right hand rod went absolute berserk and then just went completely slack. And I was like, well, I had the fish on currently at this time. And that was way left down here. And I thought, what the hell is that? You know, it didn't look like a bite. Wound it in, something's bit me off, I should imagine. Where I'm fishing backleads, I'm going to say a pike has bit me off. I pulled in the line and it was all frayed. Like, so unfortunately there's a rig still out there, which is just a horrible feeling. But them bloody pike are a nuisance sometimes, aren't they? So it proper tethered and ripped all my line up and unfortunately cut me off. But I'm going to try and get that line back as soon as this rain slows down a bit. I'm going to try and lead out there, not too far out, only about like 8 to 10 wraps or so, and just try and get that line wrapped around my lead somehow and try and retrieve it. I've done it before and it's worked, so hopefully it'll work again. Don't leave live rigs out in the pond, do we? It's not good. So yeah, I'm going to rest the peg now. I'm going to rest it for a couple of hours. You can see it's raining anyway. The rods are all clipped back up. Like I say, I'm going to try and retrieve that lost tackle, and we're going to get the rods back out about 11:30, 12 o'clock time. Bang on for bite time, really. Put a bit of fresh bait out there, and we're going to continue and try and pinch another big girl. So we're already at a brace of 30s, and we had that lovely 28. Anything else from here on, it's just a bonus. Look at the gulls there. I mean, they make you laugh, don't they? It's like, ain't they got a home to go to? Just out here in the pissing rain, scavenging for a bloody boilie. Do you nutting, don't they? The worst one, I guess, is floater fishing in the summer. Absolute pests. Right, well, I'll leave you with that. I thought I'd show you the glorious weather down here in Oxford. And I'm going to get some bacon butties rolling through. After a bit of late night grub last night, it's got the old taste buds tickled. It's time to get on it again. See you in a bit. I think it's fair to say it's got a bit muddy round here. Pushing on for dinner time now. About 10 to 5 it is. Traps are reset, got them done about in between 3 and 4 o'clock time. Dropped a bit of bait in straight after. About 10 spoms straight in over the top of the 3 rods. Look at the size of that black cloud coming, look at it. Tell you, we've had some rain while we've been here this session. And the winds have been pretty savage, and it turned sort of into my face earlier. It made casting quite tricky. So if I ain't had nothing on the rods in the next 2 hours, I'll probably recast all 3, probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock time. We'll see how we get on, but I'll definitely recast all 3 in the night. Right, look, Tench just dumped his head out there. The carp have finally become active for the first time today. They're sort of boshing about a bit. You can see we've got about 20 minutes of light left, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys, everything that could have gone wrong today has gone wrong. I've lost 2 fish, and had an occurrence on another rod which snapped my line on the take right at the back lead. I don't know what happened there. I don't know whether it was a pike going through my line and biting it. It was all grated and stuff. My rod, I just had a take, well, it looked like a take, and then the rod sprung back and there was nothing there. Annoying. The other one was my own fault, playing it like an absolute numpty. Just a simple hook pull, had it just down here. It weren't a giant, but it weren't small either. I'd probably say up to 20. So right down there, hook pulled, and the hook point had turned a little bit. Obviously that's why the hook hadn't gone in properly. Just maybe I just got unlucky, and maybe it hit a bit of bone or some sort. So I got unlucky there, unlucky with that rod, and then I had a take. I managed to get one of the rods out this afternoon in between the rain, and after about 50 minutes of it being out, it was the left hand rod, actually the white rod, had a real funny but strong take. It lifted the bobbin up and just held it there, and then took, like, it went dick dick dick, and like really slowly taking line like a heavy fish. So I ran out, I hit into it, I sort of picked the rod up, you know, as you do, wound into it, like, yeah, wound down and found a bit of resistance. Then it weren't, and then it was, and then it was really heavy. And take note, I'm hooking them like right out here. We're on the social bank, yeah. And I say, I had it on for 10 seconds, and then bang, gone. So I'm reeling, and I'm like, no, done another one. I'm thinking just a hook pull, and my rig was cutting off. I'm thinking it might have been maybe a big pike or something. A catfish would have swam off. There is some big pike in here, massive pike. So I just don't know what to think of that one. It just bit the bottom inch of my rig off. Just literally the hook and 1 inch of rig. That is it. So all in all, I've lost 1 through my own fault, and 2 have been, I'm going to say, some sort of cut-offs. Bit devastated about, to be honest, especially after such a good night's fishing last night. So I'm trying to pick myself up. I'm really kicking myself. I maybe could have played the fish a little bit better this morning. That one I lost, I got it in close, weren't properly concentrating. Off they go, look. And that is mainly because what I was looking down at my right hand rod, and I'd just been cut off. It's just all a bit of a nightmare, really. Going from no fish on the first night, moving to fish, getting some good bites, getting a couple of magical fish, and then waking up this morning, oh, look at that big cloud. Oh, it is a jet black cloud, that is. And then nothing today, and I could have potentially banked 2 fish. So a bit frustrating, but that's carp fishing. It's never easy, and I know some people make it look easy, but carp fishing's hard, isn't it? It's just bloody hard to get bites at the best of times. So yeah, we're going to sit it out. The traps are set, and there we go. And we're going to wait for another big gal. I'm going to drop a bit more bait in now, actually. I'm going to put about 4 spods out there. Why not? Get them out there and see what happens. So until something carpy happens, we'll catch up then. Hopefully in the night, but if not, bright and early in the morning. Good morning, guys. Last night's action only consisted of a lost massive catfish. Still got no rods out. Old matey over there, look, complete bloody plonker. Decides that he wants to fish like 27 wraps. Just a greedy pig right over the top of my spot, which I'm out there. I'm only fishing 19. Just get some people just power hungry and think you've got to wang it over people's lines to catch fish. But there you go. But anyway, the fish are not here. There's no carp about. I've seen nothing since yesterday morning or yesterday early afternoon. So we're getting on the move over there. I fished there a couple of weeks back. You can see in the vlog right where my finger is. Where are we? There. I've dropped a couple of buckets in there. We're going to get this big load of crap packed up because my bivvy looks like a shithole inside. We're going to get it packed up. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning and we're going to get round there and fish it for 7 or 8 hours. Maybe go to the van, get the brolly out, get the chair out. We're going old school on this place. We're going day ticket style, you know, day sessioning it up. So the main thing is get this packed up. I ain't eaten. I'm going to do the long walk and get round there, and we'll have a catch up when I do. Well guys, I made the move, got round here, been here about an hour and a half now. Just pulled one of the rods in, got one rod left in. I'm actually going to pull it in and move again. So currently I was just camped up there briefly. I've got all the cooking stuff out and just had a bit of luxury breakfast. It's about 1 o'clock now, 1:30. Got probably till about 5 o'clock. So I've just loaded up the trolley again and we're on the move again. We're going to get down in Kempies and we're going to do the last 3 hours down there. There's a few fish milling about down there. I've seen a couple show, so I just had a little walk down. So I'm going to get this rod wound in and get on the move, and then you join me when we get up in Kempies. See you in a bit. Well guys, it's another session wrapped up. Standing in Kempies Pointlet. You might remember this from my last vlog last year. I had a nice 40 pounder from here. Excuse the noise behind there, I think there's some drag racing going on. Been going on for a couple of hours now. But this end of the lake is definitely dead. I've got a rod just down here, look. And there is a few fish down there, sort of just around this end of this tree area. Nothing massive. I've seen a few upper 20s. So I thought I'd just come down and chance it, but it turned out they've showed up in the bowl down the other end again in numbers. And all over my bait, going mental. All in that middle zone. Where they weren't there a couple of weeks back. There was no fish there at all, but they've been out in that middle zone this session. And we've had a good session. We managed to pick up a nice brace of 30s, a couple of cracking fish. Plus we had that 28. We lost 1 or 2 possible catfish. One was definitely a carp. So definitely a missed opportunity there. Just a hook pull, unfortunately. But it's just one of them things. There's a few fish under here as well. I've been checking under there. Look, there's the old Henman's free, look. Little quarter corner and all that lot. No one's down there. So I thought I'd just come down here and chance it for a few hours. Bit of change of scenery. Sorry for the lack of footage this session. Like I say, I've moved 2 or 3 times and the weather's been good for carp fishing. You know, low pressure, rain, really windy, warm winds, southwesterlies. And really good moon phase. Been good for carp fishing, but not so good for recording. It's been quite dull and gloomy this session. But we kept our hopes up. We've eaten lots of nice food. We've had a good trip. We've got everything sort of packed up. Everything's sort of still been on the trolley pretty much. I brought the brolly down earlier. Never even put it up. A little bit of rain don't bother me. It's a part of the adventure. So it's been, yeah, this session's been a great adventure. We've got bites, we caught. We ate good food, we stayed warm, and we met some good people. And we're going to go and get this trolley in the van. Got about 10-15 minutes left. So if there's nothing after this on the vlog, if you're watching this and this is where it finishes, obviously I've not caught nothing in the next 15 minutes. If there is, stay tuned, because it could be one of the big ones, you never know. But anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and keep following us along, and we'll keep plugging away, and who knows where we'll turn up next. And yeah, I'll see you there.